So without any further ado, I have the pleasure and honor of introducing one of my hometown friends from Philadelphia, Philadelphia City Commissioner Omar Sabir. City Commissioner Omar Sabir came up in the political game with me in Philadelphia. We worked together so much on various campaigns until he got elected as city commissioner. And I know that he will do so much more of a fantastic job telling you about his journey and to politics and to the office and the seat that he is in now. But at this time, thank you so much, Commissioner Sabir, for being with us. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah. Long
Alhamdulillah.
journey.
Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we are celebrating the legacy of Black Muslims in the United States of America, as you know. So for you, how would you describe this legacy and its importance?
Well, I remember being a young man, growing up, going to Chicago for the national conventions to see Imam Warfday Muhammad speak. I remember going to with my aunt Nafisa down to different places to go to the Riata, seeing these big national movements, being there and having the community centralized, right? And I remember me being uh, the only Muslim like in the public school, right? When I left school. Now today I just see Muslims like everywhere and we see the growth. But I think I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, right? I just think that I'm just so excited that we just got to do more work, right? Seems like as I see the more and more and more people that I think like, right now, like when I went to Sister Claire Muhammad School, you know, it was like us walking down the street wearing our green uniforms, people laughing at us and stuff like that, and doing all of that. And now it's like these different changes, but it's like if all today we said, that we wanted to open up, we wanted to send all of the Muslims in Philadelphia to go to private Islamic school right now, we wouldn't have the capacity to facilitate it, right? And I'm pretty sure that might be a problem all across our country, right? And so seeing those things is what motivate me now to look at the future, that if we could just, capture maybe even half of our potential right now. And that's what just got me just so motivated. You have children, I have 7 children now. It's like, inshallah, I have, I got another child on the way, right? So it's just been so much that we couldn't even imagine, right? Like my mom got great grandkids that's Muslim, right? So it's a beautiful thing. It's a challenge in itself, but I think we're going to be successful. And I just would really like to see us vote more, right? And it's a simple thing that these things that I'm saying that we need, like social services, schools, and all that kind of stuff, if half of the Muslim population, right, in these midterm elections in the election, if you just came out and just voted, that would make it so much easier for the Muslims that are in the positions that I'm in to get so much resources for our Islamic community. It's just mind-boggling, right? But a lot of policymakers, as I sit down with them, they say, "Oh, y'all Muslims, y'all don't vote." Some of y'all say, that y'all don't vote. So it's we there at the table, trying to get things for our community. We're trying to get, like we were successful with getting, the school to shut down for Eid, right? But the whole idea, really, from that coalition, was to actually get the whole city shut down, just like they do for Christmas, right? If you're going to shut down for Christmas and you're going to shut down for some of these Jewish holidays, why don't the city shut down and respect our Eid, right? And so we went with the school district one. That was kind of almost like a compromise. And because they were saying, well, if you want to shut it down, you probably will have to run a ballot question. Do you think the Muslims really going to vote enough to really care about this issue? And, sometimes when you're at the table, it's like, will it, might not, we got all the numbers, but don't necessarily translate that to us actually participating in the election process. And that's why we have to vote. And I'm trying to just make it as simple as possible, Because sometimes we getting old about the wars. I mean, I heard so many excuses about why we don't vote. And then I heard some people say it's haram for us to actually vote. But then it's just like, okay, I say don't vote, but you call me up for all these different, you know, constituent services that we service because we're taxpaying citizens. And I'm like, yo, if we just would vote, it would make it so much easier for our community to get the things that we need. Where it wouldn't have to be, me making a phone call or my brother or my mother or, some of the connections that we had, throughout just through our relationships, would it just be something that it's just easy for the Muslims to have? And
Absolutely.
especially in a city like Philadelphia with so much tax revenue. So again, we're on this call. Please vote. It was my journey was a little bit different than a lot of other elected officials. I was the first Muslim with a Muslim name to ever be elected in the state of Pennsylvania, right? And I'm one of three city commissioners, right? We oversee one of the largest operations in the country, right? So, but I was supposed to be a commissioner, right? When I first went, I went for traffic court judge, right? And so I was one of the first judges that was ever elected with a Muslim name. And then something historic happened. It was the first time that they got rid of an office, right, after someone won like a primary election. The legislator came, abolished the position, right? First time with a Muslim name, we have Muslim judges in office, but my name is Omar Kareem Sabir on the birth certificate, right? And so before I was running, people were saying, oh man, we don't know if a Muslim can do it. I mean, literally, it was like people saying, man, I don't know if these people gonna vote for you because of your name. And I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, I don't know if I could push this name. It's people from like different the Democratic Party, consultants. We don't know. I'm like, no, it's going to happen, right? And alhamdulillah, we pushed the envelope. We got through. Then they came and then they took the office away, won a primary, and so then we came back and then we won again. So what is the significance of that, right? That's probably the first time, and maybe like two or three people in Philadelphia history has won two citywide elections. And it's a blessing that we've done that for two different positions. And the needle is moving further. But like I say, there's more work to get done. There's actions. So if we want our things that we want for our community, we have to change this policy about voting. And we vote a lot more. Alhamdulillah, we do. But we have to vote more, right? And we can look at the voting rules. We can pull up those street lists and we can, look and make phone calls to our family and our friends and get them to come out and vote. We can make sure that the new Muslims that are growing up, we can make sure when they turn 18, we can get them registered. And, we can, make sure that they get out and participate in the election process. But we need policies, which I believe, which is going to excite our base to want to come out and participate in the process. And also, while we're talking here as well, if there's any students that want to do internships or mentorships with our office, we have a digital fellowship. So if anyone across the country wants to do some sort of fellowship in our office, please let us know. We also can partner up with the Muslim student associations all across the country as well. To whatever type of mentorship, that we can do, because it was hard for me coming in, but like I say, we want to make it easier for the next generation that's coming. And our horizon is so beautiful. But however, you have to stop this does not vote stuff, and I believe that once we change it, I'm telling you, just give me 50%. You know what I mean? The position with the Muslims where we at right now, just unless if we increase our voting turnout, then just 50%, I know that I can guarantee so many different resources and accountability being held other elected officials accountable, if the Muslims will vote. So again, thank you to Emgage, for all of the work that you're doing. You was definitely supportive of our office, and I'm glad to see this conversation happen because far too often right now, we have we have we don't really have our community really gelling the way how it is, right? Like it's more Muslims, but we don't know exactly what the Muslims are doing amongst each other right now. Like COVID played a big part, but we definitely got to get more unity from the Arab community, the African community, everybody. We had to stop all of this, indigenous and this and that and the third. I'm an immigrant and I was born here and all that. Nah, man, we are all Muslim. We're all tax-paying citizens. We're here now. We have to work together, and we have various social, economic backgrounds. But when it all comes down to it, man, we all are getting slammed. When they look at those names, they want to try to come and, do, things to us. They just want, take us all out. And,
Thank you so much,
work
Commissioner
together,
Sabir.
we can get it done.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I want you to finish up, but I just want to make note of the fact that you are such an absolutely dynamic speaker that you literally did not need to be prompted by me, and you covered every single thing that I wanted you to cover. So thank you so very much. And go right ahead, finish up. You have about 60 seconds to finish up.
Okay. Salim, you're getting very good at this. That's how you cut people off. That's all right, though. But I appreciate that. Again, I look forward to working with Emgage and everyone in the future. And please reach out to my office. Send me an email. My email address is omar.sabir@phila.gov. Omar, omar.sabir@phila.gov. Please send me an email. Yes, I'm an election commissioner, but however, I'm still an elected official. Anything that we could do to improve, our condition, please let us know.
Thank you so much, Commissioner, and Assalamu alaikum. We appreciate having you with us, and we appreciate being a partner of yours always. Our brother, my brother, and my dear friend, Philadelphia City Commissioner Omar Sabir.